Hey, Agape Faith family, I hope you've had an incredible week this week, and I hope that you're enjoying this study of the one another's as we've considered how to love one another, build up one another, forgive one another. All of these are ways that we can show God's love in very real and practical ways. In the next 2 weeks, Mike is going to continue our study talking about bearing with one another in the idea of being in solidarity, coming together to stand against injustice or persecution. Also bearing one another's burdens, this idea of empathy and compassion as we walk in one another's shoes and try to build up in that way people who are going through struggling times. I hope that you are marking your calendar for upcoming events surrounding Easter. We have the Good Friday service, we have the Easter extravaganza, we have a Seder on Saturday evening, then our worship gatherings at 8:30 and 10 on Easter morning. These are great opportunities for you to bring someone with you and share the hope of the gospel, tell the story of the risen, resurrected Jesus and the power of the resurrection that actually allows us to be able to do all the other one another's. There's some other information coming up. You can check our website for upcoming events. Be watching that for details and times and places. A Women's Spring Retreat that's coming up at the end of April that you want to mark your calendar for. Other events as we move into the spring and summer. This week, we want to ask you to pray specifically for one thing. We are at the point where we are accepting nominations again for members to be added to our deacon ministry team. From Acts chapter 6 last year, we learned about this servant ministry team, and we've had an incredible start with our first batch of deacons. But for the next month, we're inviting you as part of Agape to submit names of men and women that you think would serve well. There's information on the website where you can read about the deacon ministry right there under the ministries tab. So we would ask you to pray, submit those names, and this will start the process of adding new deacons to that team. And in the next few months, we'll be unfolding that process. So please take a look at that and consider prayerfully if there's someone you would like to recommend. Look forward to seeing you Sunday morning, 8:30 and 10 o'clock. As always, our 10 o'clock worship gathering is online or here on Highway 9. God bless.